New Orleans was crippled by Katrina, and despite a damage bill of close to 200 billion Australian dollars, the city, nicknamed the Big Easy, has bounced back.
And this is New Orleans now, nearly 20 years later. The city's culture, warm weather, and even warmer people drawing in millions of visitors every year. And it's not hard to see why.
Obviously, I'm from Australia. We say New Orleans. How am I supposed to pronounce your city?
New Orleans.
New Orleans. Yeah?
You gotta let it roll.
New Orleans.
Yeah. Deep.
Date. Yeah, you gotta get the barrel like an alligator.
What's the city like?
It's great. It's fun. It's always something to do, always something to get into. Great culture. And as you can see, it's just, you're just walking around enjoying yourself.
Every single weekend you can find a festival or a fair or something. You're never going to get bored here.
Who doesn't want to hear live music, Everybody, we want everybody to have a good time.
What's special about this city?
People, architecture, jazz, music, food.
And the city's culinary options are endless. This sandwich shop, Turkey and the Wolf, draws in long lines for good reason, with more calories than you can count on offer. And if that doesn't happen to hit the spot, there's the world-famous beignets at Café du Monde, a leftover from the city's rich history.
We were Spanish, we were French, we were English, and all those cultures came together for a mixing pot down here.
And we say that in the food, right?
Oh, yes, sir. That's where you find the gumbo, the Creole influence, all that.
Another icon to see, the mighty Mississippi River. Historic paddle boats still traverse the alligator-infested waters, steered by captains that have seen it all.
Being here 50 years before Katrina, now after Katrina, it's beautiful to see the city starting to come back. Super Bowl's coming next year.
And footy fever is certainly heating up ahead of the big game, marking the 11th time the city has been host. Why do you think New Orleans is perfectly placed to host the Super Bowl?
Well, it's easy. So within a mile of where we're standing, you've got the French Quarter, you've got the Montreal Convention Center, and you've got here, we call it the Golden Triangle. And in between, you have 26,000 hotel rooms. So you walk to the French Quarter, you walk to the Montreal Convention Center, you walk to the Superdome. Everything is right here. It is the place.
And this is the city's stadium, the Superdome, and it certainly lives up to its name, being supersized. In just a few months' time, this will be home to the Super Bowl, with 1 in 10 Australians expected to tune into the action on this field. And of course, all eyes on the halftime performance by Kendrick Lamar.
But for today, all eyes are on the hometown team, the New Orleans Saints. Despite this being just a regular mid-season game, the city rallies around their boys in the black and gold early. So I joined in on the party, wearing team colours, keen to disprove our dancing image set by Raygun. But I fear I only made it worse.
Is this what it's like before every game?
Every game, this is where you come to have fun.
Wow.
Champion Square is where it starts off.
Inside, among the Americans, Australian Matthew Hayball, who plays for the Saints and loves a home game.
Being inside, the crowd's so loud, it really traps the noise in there. It's definitely an incredible atmosphere.
The 27-year-old previously played for Geelong in the VFL and comes from a tiny town in South Australia, far from the bright lights of American football.
Did you ever think you'd be here in New Orleans playing NFL?
Oh, no, AFL was always the focus as a kid, and it was all such a quick turnaround. When I was finishing up at Geelong, I'd followed the NFL in college for a few years, but just had no idea it was even possible.
Do you find that people here in the South are warm, similar to what people are like back at home?
Definitely. I've found everyone to be really friendly and really welcoming for sure, very similar to back home.
How good.
He looks right at home there, doesn't he?
Did he make it back?
I don't know. We haven't seen him, have we?
Looks like a tall M&M.
Slim shape. lady.
It's a massive unit.
I do like
Jack visited the city courtesy of New Orleans and Company, and just like Jack, we're giving you the chance to visit the Big Easy. Valued at up to $15,000, the prize is for 2 people and includes return flights with Delta Airlines in Comfort Plus seats, a 3-night stay at the Caesars New Orleans Hotel and Casino, some amazing on-ground experiences, and $800 US spending money. That's like 50,000 Aussie. It's all thanks to the wonderful people at New Orleans and Company and Delta Airlines. To enter, scan the QR code on your screen or go to the Today Show website and tell us in 25 words or fewer why you'd like to win a New Orleans holiday. It's that simple.